Hey there, so today I'm going to be talking about Rod Stewart, one of his albums. Just a minute. Um, so, so with Rod Stewart, this would be that I'm going to be talking about, not including the band that he was in the 70s, because he was in a band and from probably which they formed probably 69, 1970, so that's 70, 71, 71. They have 4 studio albums out, The Faces, which had quite a few popular hits. So not including that, including his solo career. So this would have been his, let me think here, 69, 70. This be his 9th studio album. So this came out in 1978. So this was more of a, which a lot of rock bands were doing it, more of like a rock slash disco. Even though Kiss was doing it, Kiss did that in 1979, and they had a couple albums out. This was kind of like a rock, I guess, a little bit of that disco feeling to it. There's a little, style of that, but great album. So I'm gonna be talking about Rod Stewart. Lines have more fun. Like I said, this came out in 1978. So, like I said, great album. So it starts off with Blondes Have More Fun, Ain't Love a Beat, B.I., last summer, as that the thanks I get, is that the thanks I get, the best days of my life, do you think I'm sexy, dirty weekend, attractive female wanted, standing in the shadows of love. And the very last song on this album includes Scared and Scared. So there's the back of it. Can't pronounce how it's written. Scared and Scared. On this album, I know that became a big hit. Obviously, Do You Think I'm Sexy? Which is a music video for that, which came out that year, 1978. And if I'm not mistaken, if I can open this, just a minute. I don't know why this is taped for some reason. Anyway, great album. The last studio album he had out in the 70s. So like I said, this came out in 1978. We did release an album out in 79, but I think it was Greatest Hits. But man, he had lots of albums from the, if you go way back, I would say, the late 60s. He was in a band with Jeff Beck Group. Released, I believe, 2 albums in 68 and 69. And then 1969 is when he had his first album out, studio album that is. But yeah, he had lots of albums from starting all the way back to like 68, I believe, all the way back then. Until 78, he must have had about 68. including the Jeff Beck group. They released 2 albums, and then the face so many albums from there. It's crazy. But yeah, I really enjoy this album. Even though it has that kind of disco vibe to it. I guess quite a few of rock artists and bands were doing that in back then. Even though, 19, the late 70s when that was starting, I guess was starting to become more popular in the late 70s, disco. A lot of rock bands I found were doing, there's some that just stuck with rock and roll and didn't even go into that. I'll go through the songs again. There's Blondes Have More Fun. Last Summer, As That the Thanks I Get. The Best Days of My Life. Do You Think I'm Sexy? Dirty Weekend. Attractive Female Wanted. Standing in the Shadows of Love. Scarred and Scared. So yeah, I really, me myself, really enjoy this album. Definitely for sure. I really enjoy it. A lot of big hits he put out, and I don't think he's not even inducted in. That's crazy. Not even inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. I don't think. But yeah, a lot of big hits. But yeah, this album here, I said, great album. Great album. So if ever, there's the back of it. If you ever get the chance of getting this album or any album his, definitely recommend it. Definitely for sure. I have a lot of his early stuff, like not on vinyl. But yeah, this definitely worth checking out for sure. So he did release music video for Do You Think I'm Sexy? I believe he did a music video for that. Not sure if he did one for Blondes Have More Fun. Not sure. But there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, 10 songs on this album. Great album. Definitely for sure. Definitely worth checking out. If you never heard this album, definitely worth checking out from the first song all the way to the last. One of those albums. Definitely worth checking out for sure. So let me know what you think and make sure to hit a thumbs up. And hope you enjoyed it. And let me know what you think. So I got 1, 2, I think 2 more to do. Yeah. And I'm not sure if I have any more albums after that. If I do, I'll probably do more of this. So thank you very much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. And thank you very much for watching. And down in the description, I'm going to put down the DVD reviews. I did DVD reviews on this channel of one of Rod Stewart. So I'm going to probably put that in the description down below. And thank you very much for watching. And bye.